Alright, in today's video, I'm going to show you how to use Opacity to create two different types of transitions. Really simple to do, and it looks kind of cool actually. So let's jump into Premiere and I'll show you exactly how to do it.
New message standing by.
Okay, so in Premiere Pro, let's take a look at the two opacity transitions that I was mentioning. We're going to start with the first one, which is going to consist of making a ramp up and a ramp down on each piece of footage to create the opacity transition. So essentially what I'm going to be doing is creating a transition between these two clips. Okay, and what I'll do is create a ramp up and a ramp down at the beginning of each piece of footage to create the transition. So let's expand the track here so we can see the footage. We can see the opacity bar right here. So what I'll be doing now is using the pen tool. I can either click right here on the pen tool or press the letter P on the keyboard and it selects the pen tool for me. And I'll be coming here to place some points to create the opacity ramps on each clip. So we're going to start with this one right here. I'm going to place a point right here and a point right here. I'll be putting a point here and a point there. I'll put another one here on this clip. One here and one there. Another one here and another one there. And what I'll do now is press V for the selection tool to drag down the beginning and endings of each ramp. So now I have my playhead right here. I can either click and drag it to the left of the beginning or just press the home key on the keyboard to bring it to the beginning. So when I play this footage right now, what we're going to see is a ramp going up for the opacity and then going down at the end of the first clip and ramping up at the beginning of the second clip and then ramping down at the end of the second clip. This right here is where the transition takes place. So let's take a look. So it ramped up the opacity. Now it's about to ramp down and ramp back up to create the transition between these two clips. So this is the first way of using opacity to create a transition. Now let's take a look at the second way of doing this. So let me just undo what I did in this demo right here. Just going to remove these points. I'm just doing Control Z to undo everything. In this case, what I'm going to do, I'm going to overlap the clips to create this transition. Again, it's relying on opacity, but I'm going to lift the first one here and bring the second one under. And the reason is the playhead always sees what's on top first. So right now, if it plays, it'll just switch to the second clip once it passes the threshold of the first one here. But I want to see an opacity transition between the first clip and the second one. So I'll even put this in a little bit more so that the playhead will read a down ramp of opacity on the first clip leading into the second one. So to do that, so right now if I play it, it just changes to the second one. What I want to do is click the letter P for the pen tool. And I'm going to go ahead and place a point right here and one at the end of the first clip right here. I'll press the letter V for the selection tool and drag that down right at the end here. So that now when I press the spacebar to play the footage, what you're going to see is a down ramp of opacity creating the transition right here leading into the second clip. And just like that, we have another transition using opacity. So as you can tell, it's pretty simple. It's not difficult at all. And it's clean and classy. These two transitions that I showed today are really simple. They look good, and it's definitely worth implementing in your future video work. So this is 2 simple transitions that you can create by using Opacity in your videos into Premiere Pro. More content to follow shortly. Have yourselves a great day.
New message standing by.